Hey there, welcome to another album review, and today we actually have another EP from ASkySoBlack, just to, keep on going like I did yesterday. So yeah, I enjoyed yesterday's EP, so I thought, okay, let's see what more they have, and what they have is, as I suspected, pretty much two EPs and a full album release. Actually, wait, now I'm second guessing myself. Is it two EPs? I'm actually not sure. I think it is two EPs. I'm pretty sure, and the full album. So yeah, basically that is their discography. So I was like, okay, it's a band that was formed in 2020ish, apparently, something along those lines. And they put out the yesterday's EP in 2021, today's EP in 2022, and the full album this year, I think, or last year, something along those lines. So I was like, okay, let's give it a shot and see the EP that they released the year after, which was this one, Autumn in the Water, which is the EP they released in 2022. Now, unfortunately for us, I was expecting a better EP, an improvement from the ideas that were presented in yesterday's EP, right, in the previous EP, which, granted that you can say that, oh, but it's just, a rip-off of more successful acts or whatever. Sure, but at least it showcases that, hey, here's what we like, here's the ideas that we have, and we want to do this, we want to do more of this, right? It's definitely like, again, even if it is just when you are beginning anything art related, usually you'll copy the things that you enjoy, right? And here it's like, as much as that first EP was a copy of things that they clearly enjoyed, at least the ideas were there of, we want to do this. In this EP, there's positives and negatives. Compared to yesterday, it was far more focused. Like, it appeared like different genres in the same EP. It's definitely way more focused on the specific, I'm gonna call it My Chemical Romance type emo music, because that's kind of like the type of rock that it is, right? But while it is more focused, I don't think it's better. Comparatively speaking to yesterday, this EP actually only has 4 songs compared to yesterday's 5s. And on top of that, it has like 11 minutes runtime compared to yesterday's like 13 or something along those lines. Again, it's missing that extra song. And I gotta say, it's way less catchier than yesterday. Yesterday was way better. And I think that yesterday also had another good thing, which was, I talked about it sounding echoey or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, today's just sounds very rough around the edges, right? Like, whereas, the previous EP kind of sounded decent, especially from an instrumental perspective, this one sounds incredibly rough. Like, this one sounds very noisy, it's very, again, rough around the edges. You can't really distinguish a lot of the instruments going on and whatnot. Like, it's kind of funny because this has been a trend that I've noticed the past few days, except, like 2 days ago at least, that was on purpose. It was to create a sort of feeling and a sort of vibe that people could relate to, whereas today it just seems, I mean, look, it could be that as well, but I very much doubt it, because it doesn't help the song. I think it only hinders it. It's not exactly the type of, like, emotional or ambient work that you're gonna purposefully use noise on in order to evoke a stronger emotion, like, this is more vanilla rock, emo, than it is necessarily an emotional, like, work type thing. Again, not like what we heard 2 days ago. So it's definitely very rough around the edges. It's a shame, because to me, like, I don't know, like, I was excited after, checking, again, like, yesterday's EP, the first one that they released, I don't even know what it was called. What was it called? What Is Yet to Come, exactly, right? It was like, it wasn't fucking amazing or anything like that. Definitely had a lot of problems with it, but it showed promise. And today I come here and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's actually do the follow up. Let's see what that band has to offer. Maybe I'm on the brink of discovering another sort of flip turn type thing, right? Which is a band that I kind of just went almost through the entire discography, and I really enjoyed. I got really disappointed. I don't know, like this is just kind of, it's like this is the lost EP that you find of a band like 10 years before they became successful or whatever, right? Which is really bizarre because this came after yesterday's EP, right? So as a whole, it's kind of disappointing. I honestly was expecting more, especially because again, like yesterday they did show promise, so I really was expecting more of that, right? So that's a bit of a shame. They still have their full album that they released this year, so maybe that is better. Usually albums tend to be better, they tend to be more focused, they have ideas more fleshed out and everything, especially sound wise, everything's better. But yeah, like nothing is really going for this EP at all. Like the sound just isn't the greatest, the songs aren't as memorable as they were yesterday or whatever. So it's just overall a bit of a disappointment. So in terms of vibe meter, I'm feeling like a 5 out of 10 right now. Again, look, it's not bad either, right? It's just in the middle. It could be worse, definitely, and I've given worse scores here, but definitely to me, I wasn't able to get into it, and that's a bit of a shame because I was really excited for it, and unfortunately, I guess that excitement didn't pay off. But yeah, that's it for today's album review, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new one.